Hi everybody, my name is Ruth Ann and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I recently made some money holders for Christmas and I was asked measurements and all that good stuff. So what I used were some cardstock, some designer series paper, because I had just a few days to make these before Christmas. And I pulled out the paper pumpkin kit, and that's how I got the tags so quick. So I just added a belly band, and I'm going to show you the measurements. I'll show you the inside real quick. Just have a little circle punch, and you can put your money in there. Okay, these, let's get started. So some of the tools, I grabbed some leftover twine from paper pumpkin. And then I have my pick tool, I have my bone folder, my paper snips, I have some tear and tape, and then I have various adhesives, my Stampin' Seal, my multi-liquid glue, and then some leftover dimensionals and some adhesive dots. So let's get started. You're going to start out with your card base. Pick a color and then pick your coordinating designer series paper. I'm going to work with this one right now. I actually have a wedding. I pulled these out and then I got a request for a Christmas wedding. And I don't know. I may keep the for you and I may add a congratulations, but I already had these pulled out, so I'm going to work with this. But I am going to keep the poinsettia paper. I think it's pretty elegant for a wedding. And let's get started. So you're going to cut your cardstock 7.5 by 7.5. And then it doesn't matter which side you start with because they are the same. You are going to score at 3 inches and then 6 1/8. So that's 7.5 by 7.5 square, and then score 3, and then go over to the 6 1/8. Then you're going to turn your paper, and you're going to score 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch on each side. Okay, so you end up with a little tri-fold envelope, and then you have your sides. Now, what you're going to do with a portion of these sides are the longer portion. No, sorry. The shorter portion and the middle portion, these 1/2 inch scored areas, you are going to trim them off. So you just snip up and go up. Actually, I like to cut right here because then I know that's the end. All the tools I'm using are available on my website. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love for you to join me. And I'm going to try and get a little better on, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to try and get a little better on posting tutorials and sharing a lot of ideas out there. So I'm just doing the other side. Oops. Okay, so there we go. So now you have something that looks like this. Okay? Now, with these little 1/2 inch guys, you're going to cut, just kind of eyeball it and go maybe, I don't know, 1/2 inch to the corner. And you're going to take this and go 1/2 inch to the corner. And then you're going to do the same here and here. Okay, so now take your bone folder and reinforce all of those score lines. Don't go too hard because you don't want to perforate your cardstock. If you go repeatedly over and over and over, you're going to eventually make it to where it wears out, and then it's just going to tear. So now, this is what we're going to end up with here. So I'm going to take my tear and tape. Oh wait, before I do that, I'm going to, this is optional. You can make your little half circle in there so the money can show, and it's a little easier to grab. So I'm going to center this, and then I'm going to eyeball the center line. I'm using my 1 3/4 punch, and I'm just going to go halfway down. And then I'm going to glue it. This one, I like to use my liquid adhesive. It dries quickly, and I can just manipulate wherever I want the glue to go. And then we are going to center it. Now, because it's cut right on the half circle, the top portion will align with the edge of the circle, but the outer will frame. I did cut this one, and then I had to kind of trim it to make a border, but I actually like it this way too. Okay, now remember when you're doing this that you have to work on the outside of your cardstock. Okay, now at this point, let's take our tear and tape, and we're going to place it along those little 1/2 inch scored lines that you cut. And we're just simply going to peel it off, fold it, and then you're going to create a little pocket. Okay, so now let's take this off. If you've never used a pick tool, you can kind of feel where the adhesive is sticking and where the protective covering is, and then you'll know to just go ahead and pull up. Now we're going to fold these under, and you are going to adhere it to, which would be the back side of the envelope. Okay, so there's your pocket for your money. Now at this point, it's optional. You can do the corners rounded, and if you do, make sure you do your corners of both papers and only do one side of your paper. Okay, with this one, I think I'm gonna leave it flat. So, and I'm gonna use the liquid glue again. And then I'm just gonna center it on to the top portion, and then it's going to be even with that and that. Now let's decorate our band. So once I used a 8.5 by 11, and I had some paper left over, so I cut the strip 1 inch by 7.5 long, and then I scored it at 1 7/8 and 5 1/8, and that gave it just enough room to slide the band on and off without tearing. And all I did with this is just added some glue. Actually, I want the longer portion on there. I don't know, I just felt the longer one was giving it a little bit more stability in staying together. So you're just going to your belly band like that, and the side that has the edge is the side that you're going to decorate. Okay, so let's decorate it now. Paper pumpkin. This is where paper pumpkin came into play with this request that I had to do in just a couple of days, about 3 days. So I took one of the tags from, this is the November 2022. It was called From the North Pole, and it was a tag kit, and it had everything already punched out, and all I had to do was piece it all together. So I just made up a whole bunch of designs and themes, and I was asked to make 2 whiskey themed, and I have the whiskey stamp set, so I did that, and I kind of used, I think, like pine cones and greenery in the background. And then with this one, I'm going to use a lot of different adhesives. So, and I'll show you paper pumpkin in a minute. So this one can go like that. These also have the protective. You can use a fingernail. You can use that pick tool, excuse me. And I didn't think that lifted up. So that's that. And you adhere it to your back of the tag. I'm just winging it. When I made this up, I grabbed some more for this tutorial, and I figured I would use the wedding one on here. I don't think I'm going to use the hole that's on here, but I could if I wanted to. I'm just going to cover it up. So then, and because something like in a gift envelope like this, if it's going to be mailed, you may mail it in a box with other things. You may hand deliver it. So I don't have any envelopes for this envelope, but you could just use like a padded envelope and then go a little crazy with your gift tags here, because they can be 3 dimension, 6 dimension, whatever you want it to be. And so I'm just going to put 2 on there for now. I'm going to cover up that little eye, and then on the, where did it go? Here it is. And then this I will put here, and then I think I'll add dimensions to the For You. And let's use the little teeny tiny guys. So paper pumpkins come with adhesive. They come with the die cuts. They come with, a lot of them are card kits. Some are treat boxes. And you are ready for the holidays and seasons that arise. You'll get them a month prior to whatever season is. So in November, we got these Christmas tags. So I am just going to center it on there. And then that's how you made a tag. I'm going to move it. I'm not happy with that, but I'll do that later. But I just want to show you my last dollar after Christmas. So you just put the money in, see, and you can see it. So when they open it, they're like, oh my gosh, cash. Grandkids, as they get older, love getting that cash. Then you just take your belly band and slide it on. Okay, and then that is how I made my money envelopes. So I will write all of the, you know what, I'm going to add these two. I'm going to write all of the measurements in the description. And if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber yet, I will add my link. And you can try it out for a month. You can get a 3-month subscription. Next month would be the time to do it, because if you purchased 3 months worth, you can take a pick of a free item. And it's a special catalog. And that is the celebration. So with every $50 or $100 order, you can pick more things. All right, so let's see, I don't know. You know what? I think I want this here. And before it really, really sticks, I think I want to stick that up there. So there we go. That is your gift card. I'm sorry, your money holder for a gift. And like you can make for weddings, you can make for graduations. I'm going to make a lot of these. And birthdays. So just some ideas, okay? Thank you for watching, and enjoy making all your money holders. Have a great day.